Today, we're going to tell the story of a man who completely changed his life with one unusual decision. He chose to leave everything behind. No city, no electricity, no markets, modern comforts. All he wanted was nature and the power of his own two hands. His goal: to build a fully self-sustaining floating island right in the middle of the water. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this dream led him deep into the rainforests of Vietnam, to a hidden, isolated, surrounded by dense, eerie silence and unknown dangers. This was where his toughest journey began. But very quickly, one thing became clear: he wasn't building a shelter, building his future from nothing. No preparation, just skill, creativity, and determination. And honestly, that's exactly what survival in today's world looks like. Learning skills, thinking differently, because the future is built by those who prepare for it. The beginning was the hardest part. First, he needed a floating foundation. After the area he realized was the perfect material. Lightweight, strong, and naturally buoyant. So he started bamboo, tying together to form a large raft. There was a problem: no rope, so he turned to nature again. By stringing bamboo fibers, he made his strong ropes, and slowly, his floating started to take shape. Next, the structure. He didn't have nails, so instead, he used an ancient technique, cutting precise holes in the wood, fitting pieces together tightly, and how, without a single, the frame stood strong. Then, the roof. He split bamboo into thin tiles and layered them carefully so rainwater could easily slide off. Within days, a small but solid house was floating in the middle of the water. But shelter alone isn't enough to survive. He needed food. At first, he caught small fish and shellfish with his bare hands. Later, he moved a location, a flat, sandy shore. That's where things started to change. He built a garden right on the raft. Using rich soil, leaves, and organic matter from the forest, he created small farming beds. Soon, he was growing chili, vegetables, even banana tree. Slowly, his floating home turned into a small green world. But he didn't there. He built a fish pond in the middle of the raft, created traps, and one day, he caught a large catfish. To move around easily, he built a small pedal-powered boat. Now he could travel freely, collect more resources, and world. Then came his boldest idea: growing rice on water, using frames, banana leaves for waterproof layers, and a mix of soil, ash, and organic material. He created farmland, and there, he planted rice. As time passed, his floating island kept growing. One day, while walking he noticed a clear animal path. He set a trap and caught wild chickens, but instead of eating them, he kept them, because to him, this wasn't food, it was an investment in the future. To improve his garden, he needed information. So he searched the forest and found a wild beehive. Carefully, he captured the queen bee and placed in a new box. Soon, the entire colony followed. Now, even more valuable, honey. Finally, the moment he harvested the rice he had grown with his own hands, dried it, processed it, and when he ate that first bowl of rice, it became one of the happiest moments of his life. A year ago, he came here completely, but today, he stands in something incredible. A self-built world. A small village on water. Fish farms, vegetable gardens, rice fields, chicken coops, and beehives. Everything built by his own hands. And in the end, he realized, powerful. You can't conquer the world alone, but if you learn with nature, you can build a life that is truly free. And that floating island is proof that if a person truly wants They can create an entirely new world with their own hands.